we talked about, moving from the first office to the second office, third office, and I've got milestones, and I know I want to, achieve these milestones to get to the vision, but sometimes you just can't feel it. But obviously, as a player and as a manager, going from the second division, or it used to be called the second division, to the first, or now it's the Championship to the Premier League. How difficult is it, and how did you deal with it, and how did you do it?
Well, I did it both as a player and as a manager. As a player, basically, you've just got to go out and play, and the management have the worry. But when you're a manager, a leader, you have to convince these players, and I think it's quite simple. We won the championship with Newcastle by quite a few points, and we were an outstanding team in there. And already in the cups we'd played, teams from the Premier League, and people have this massive, it's the championship, the Premiership, but the bottom half of the Premiership and the top half of the Championship, if you put them in a league, you'd get different winners. There's not a lot of difference. But what we had to convince our players was, guys, we're not just going up into the Premier League. We're going to try and win it. So we set the bar. We didn't say, let's consolidate. I think consolidate is probably the one word that should be banned in football terms. If a chairman comes to you and says, we're going to consolidate, straight away, I had this happen with me at Man City. I said, Mr. Chairman, that means we're going to go backwards. Because while you consolidate, everybody else jumps over you. It means you're just going to stay there. Well, you don't stay, because the ambition is, we'll settle for mediocrity, we'll consolidate. So we at Newcastle, when we went up, we convinced the players, but more by just look at the league, look at how we've dominated this league, look at how we've played against the teams that are already in this Premier League, that we've beat or drawn with or given a good game to in the Cups. Now, we aren't your normal team coming up. We're a very, very good side. We are a Premiership side that's been playing in the Championship for a year. So, and we believe that, and I think the players could see what we were talking about. So we actually talked to my first program notes on the first day of the home game we had was, watch out, Sir Alex, we're after your title. And I can remember one of the directors coming to me before the game, and he said, what's this? And I said, it's my notes. He said, read that headline. He said, you have put us all under unbelievable pressure. That's what he said to me. And I couldn't believe it. I said, well, I honestly believe, and I want my players to believe, that we can go up and win this league. Now, if we try to win it and finish second or third or fourth, we actually end up finishing fifth. But everyone else expects the team to come up and try and survive. That survival is not what we wanted. We wanted to push the players to really aspire to try and be right up the top of that table with the Manchester United, with the Liverpools at the time, with the Arsenals and the Tottenham Hotspurs. And I mean, we did it. We did it because we sowed the seeds in their minds that we were good enough. And we had to, if we have to convince them of that, that's what we were going to do. And we did that. So, I think setting targets, the chairman was okay, but the board member who came to me, he just wanted the pressure off, and and I wanted to make sure that all my players and all my staff realised that we weren't just going up to try and make the numbers. We were going to have a real good go at it, and we did.
The big thing that came out for me there was that word consolidation.
I think there's other words that are better. You can see what I mean.
Yeah.
Here was a guy who was saying, let's just go in there, and if we stay up, it'll be okay. Now, if we'd have said that to the players, I don't think we'd have ever finished up near the top. But we set the target very high.